a sleepyhead this morning.
Is there any more coffee?
Oh, sure. Would you like something to go with it?
No, not right now.
There you go.
Thanks. Dr. Tyler gone already?
Oh, yes. It was a wonderful reception for him last night, wasn't it?
Except for Phoebe Tyler's drunken display. I mean, I was just embarrassed to death in front of Ross.
Oh, Erica, that reminds me. There's a message here for you from your publisher.
Oh, really? What did he want?
Well, he says to tell you that your book is coming out tomorrow, and they're giving a big party at Nexus tonight to celebrate.
This is impossible, Mother. They can't release my book with Mike still away.
Oh, honey, Mike's not out of town. He's been back from Alaska for several days now.
I don't believe this. He didn't let me know. How dare he?
Morning, Mrs. Colby.
Well, I didn't expect to see you here. I deliberately made an early morning appointment to avoid you.
Yeah, a little too early. Mr. Jim's not here yet. He'll be late.
How late?
Late enough. I'll be the one giving you your shampoo.
No, thank you. I prefer someone else.
Sorry, lady. I'm it. There is no one else.
Well, then I shall have to cancel.
That bad, huh?
Look, Tad, I don't want anything to do with you. Got that?
Well, I guess you'll just have to get another hairdresser.
I guess I shall.
All right, now, this is it. Didn't I tell the two of you that I didn't want to see you together again, especially not in my shop?
Are you Mrs. Thompson?
Yes. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm Angela Baxter. This is Jessie Hubbard. We've come about our baby.
Your baby?
The little boy that you and your husband adopted. He's our son, Mrs. Thompson. Please, won't you let us have him back?
Miss Baxter, I'm sorry. I can't help you.
Oh, you mean you don't want to help us?
No, that's not what I mean, Mr. Hubbard. I don't have your son.
Good morning.
Good morning. Come in.
Thank
I thought
you.
I might see you today.
Oh.
I have your address book.
Oh, you do good. I thought I either left it here or lost it. Thank you very much. My life is in this.
Yes.
Where's Bonnie?
She's upstairs. She's getting ready for school.
Oh. Honey, I want to tell you, I'm glad that we seem to be getting on a lot better lately. I had such fun with Bonnie last night.
Oh, good. Well, it was very nice of you to stay with her.
It was nice of you to ask me, and I know that I have Lynn to thank for that.
Yes, Lynn said that you two had a chance to talk while I was checking on Bonnie.
Well, yes, I wanted to thank her for suggesting that I babysit, and she said she hoped we could put our differences to the side.
Yes, she's been a very good friend to me.
I know.
Have you got a minute? Could you sit down?
Sure.
Mom, Bonnie overheard your phone conversation last night with Mark.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she heard you tell him that you didn't want to live with him anymore.
Oh, no, honey, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I know that. It upset her pretty badly. She couldn't understand why you had lied to her and told her that he was on a trip.
Devon, I wouldn't hurt her for the world.
No, I know that, and I honestly think she'll be all right. Lynn and I were able to calm her down. We just explained that you and Mark were having some problems, but that it has nothing to do with her.
She thinks it's her fault?
Well, you know, she doesn't know. Another man in her life has disappeared. I guess somehow she does feel responsible.
Oh, well, sweetheart, can I talk to her at least?
Certainly, but I don't want you to make a big deal of this. She just needed a little reassurance. She needed to know that you love her and
All
Mark
right.
loves her, whether or not you're together.
Okay, I promise.
Grandma!
Good morning, Pumpkin. And how are you this morning? Good, I didn't know that you were awake when Mark called last night. I would have had you talk to him.
Why are you mad at him, Grandma?
Well, honey, sometimes grown-ups have some problems, but you have to understand I'm sorry that I didn't tell you the truth about his going away. I just didn't want to upset you.
Will he ever be coming back?
Of course. Do you know, as a matter of fact, he is coming back today?
He is?
Yes, and something tells me you are going to be the very first person he'll want to see.
Look, Mrs. Gardner, you got it all wrong.
Yeah? Well, what are you doing alone here with him?
I came in early to avoid him.
It didn't look like that. You had your heads together.
Mama, would you cut me some slack?
Just watch out. Don't you call me Mama.
Look, I was trying to tell him that it's over between us and that I want him to also to stay away from my daughter.
Well, that's what I've been trying to tell him. Would you keep your hands off these Colby women, for heaven's sake? When are you going to get that?
By now, the whole town's got it.
Don't you get wise with me, young man. You are no match for me.
This is disgusting.
What I think is disgusting is you want to run with somebody who's 1/3 your age.
I beg your pardon.
And you dumb gigolo. You want to be shot dead by this woman's jealous husband? I keep telling you to stay away from her.
How am I going to do that when I work here?
Believe me, there'll be no problem. Good day.
Now you've lost me a customer. Thank you very much.
It's nothing but a bimbo.
I have some choice words for you, young man.
Yep.
There you are, then.
Right.
Why didn't you let me know?
Well, obviously you do.
Come on, Mike. You know that I had every right in the world to expect you to call me the minute you got back.
Erica, I didn't feel like it, all right?
Don't tell me you're still angry at me because of that silly little item in Audrey Wilson's
Erica,
car.
I have other things to do. I have things on my mind except calling you, all right?
Well, you can't avoid me forever.
No, I'm sure you'll be at the party tonight.
Yes, and I'd like you to pick me up at 6.
Don't hold your breath.
Mike, you have to. I mean, I certainly can't be expected to go to this party alone.
Well, then hire an escort.
Mike, why are you being like this?
Look, because I have a deadline to meet, and I'll be working right off to the last minute. Now, look, I'll meet you at Nexus, all right?
No, you can't do this to me, Mike. The party is in my honor.
Erica, they can't have the party without me. I've got to be working, so just cool it, Erica. I've got to get back to work, all right? I'll see you at the party. Bye.
Mike! Ha! I don't need you. No need Mike Roy. Yes, hello. I'd like to speak to Mr. Adam Chandler, please.
Why did you cancel out?
Well, it wasn't a matter of choice. Believe me, Miss Baxter.
Angie.
Angie. You see, a few days before the adoption was to go through, my only sister and her husband were killed in an auto crash.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was a terrible tragedy, and they were both so young, and they left 3 small children. The oldest is only 6. Thank heaven they weren't in the car with them.
Yeah?
At any rate, since my husband and I are the only family that they have, we are adopting them. So you see, I couldn't handle an infant as well, as much as I would have liked to.
But you don't know where our son is or who has him?
I have no idea. I'm sorry. I wish that there was some way I could help you.
Look, see, the deal is, I mean, we were married once, right? We got divorced, but we're back together now, and we want to raise our son ourselves.
Well, naturally.
Only now we're going to have to somehow regain custody.
Well, what about Mr. Tate? I'm sure he could help you find your son.
No, I don't think so, Mrs. Thompson. You see, Mr. Tate and my father are law partners, and my father is very much against Jesse and me having our baby. As a matter of fact, he doesn't even know that we're back together.
Oh. Did Tate know what would happen to the baby when you didn't adopt him?
Well, he didn't say a word, but I assumed that he'd put him in an adoptive home.
But he didn't know where.
Actually, he was quite upset that my husband and I canceled out. And, of course, I was still in shock about my own tragedy. I barely remember much of anything that was said.